I am now going to use Everbuild's dry fix to fix some plasterboard sheeting to an internal wall. You will notice that we put this sheet of plasterboard in the correct position. It is held upon blocks and it is ready to have the foam applied to the back of it. So we're going to start off by shaking the can vigorously about 20 times, and then we're going to apply the dry fix foam to the back of the plasterboard. You'll notice that I've put a piece of wood directly above where the switch is. That is to prevent any of the foam from touching the actual cable. Of course, there are people that will prefer to use drywall adhesive, but the foam is a lot easier, especially on smaller jobs. So the foam is very quick to use, it's very economical. You can fix approximately 5 boards using 1 tin of adhesive. I must point out that you can't use a traditional foam gun. With the dry fix foam, you do need a special foam gun. The first time I used this, it was not that successful because the wall that we were trying to put it on was actually a very dry wall and it had not been cleaned properly. I have used this several times now in a few different properties, and it's always done a very good job and it is always very quick. Another advantage of this is that it is extremely good on insulated plasterboard. Once you have finished applying the foam to the back of the plasterboard, you need to leave it for about 4 or 5 minutes. If the wall is extremely dry, it is a good idea to spray it with some clean cold water. Because there's not a lot of room in this kitchen, I'm actually using an helper to help me lift up the board and put it in position. But if you're working in a large room, you can quite easily do this yourself. Once the board's in position, simply push it against the wall, ensuring that it is plumb, and then hold it in position for 1 minute. After that, you can let go of the board. Once an hour has passed, you can then plaster over the plasterboard. Of course, once you have fixed the board in position, you do need to add a couple of mechanical fixings to each sheet, which you should also do if you are using drywall adhesive. You can also use the dry fix foam for fixing insulation sheets to a garage door. And this is what the kitchen looked like once it had been plastered and painted. So all in all, it's extremely easy to use and it is a very good product. If you're doing a small amount of plasterboarding, such as a small kitchen like this, it is ideal. Very easy to use, very easy to carry, and there's no mixing.